tonight at 5, right on schedule. The first week of July bringing plenty of heat and humidity to southern New England. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm John DeLuca.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. Now that the hot temperatures have finally gotten here, crowds couldn't wait to hit the beach today. ABC 6 News reporter Kaitlin got the story of the day. She joins us live near Gansett with details on how beachgoers are staying cool. Kaitlin?
Thanks, Tiffany. For the beachgoers today, there were large crowds here in Gansett. And for southern New England, this was one of the first days they saw the sun, felt that intense heat. And for the beachgoers, they're taking precautions in order to beat the heat.
With the weather finally looking up, it's been a lot busier, so today's pretty busy.
With the warmer temperatures now here, the crowd's not waiting another second to get their toes in the sand and sun on their skin. Souza explaining 200 people had already entered through just her entry point to the beach before 11 in the morning. ABC 6 speaks with the waterfront director of the beach, who explains the approach for lifeguards to stay healthy while on duty.
The last few days have really kind of brought back the summer energy that we desperately needed, and it's nice. The weather's starting to heat up a little bit, so like you said, hydration is something that we're concerned about with the long hours that the lifeguards are working on the chairs and be exposed to the sun. We have coolers with ice and everything everywhere so they can constantly refill their bottles to make sure their hydration stays up. And we make a lot of announcements throughout the day because of the patrons, because they're actually basically just sitting on a frying pan.
As Florio explains, hydration and proper protection are necessary when sitting on the beach all day.
Be careful because you don't want to roast yourself too for the first time coming out and expose yourself to this high heat. Okay, you may pay the consequences later, and I don't feel like it.
For some, swimming in the ocean is their best way to stay cool.
I'm going to take a few more dips, staying in the water, staying cool, staying hydrated, sunscreen, all that.
Florio adding heat exhaustion is very common in extreme conditions and suggests beachgoers continuously remain aware of the beach conditions, including the ocean and the sun.
I think the biggest thing with the crowds that come in, everybody's excited to come to the beach and they're excited to go out in the water. I think it's very important that, if you have children or even if you're by yourself and you're not a true waterman, you should really check with the lifeguards to see where the rip tides are, what the concerns are for the day. There's points throughout the day where we know when the heat exhaustions are going to happen, and so we really want to make sure people are drinking water.
Many people told ABC 6 today that they love coming to the beach because of the immediate drop in temperature coming off land. For now in Narragansett, I'm Kaitlin, ABC 6 News.
Speaking of the beach, let's get a check of our forecast.